Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. So usually on Fridays I do like a quick how to cook something for your family, fast food Friday type deal. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. It is the eve of my 34th birthday, and for some odd reason birthdays are kind of always depressing for me, and I don't really know why. Like, I just kind of want them to come and go. I don't really look forward to them coming, and I don't really make a big deal out of them. They just kind of exist. And I guess now would be a good time for me to kind of go into why I started this channel while I only have 50 subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of you. But also so that people kind of understand where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to do exactly. So I guess we'll start off kind of at the beginning. Back, I'd say right after high school, I made some kind of detrimental decisions that completely took my life off course. I can think back specifically to one decision that I made that completely changed my life, and I wouldn't say that it was for the better at that time. And it just kind of continued to go from there, just in a downward spiral for a while. I moved out to Las Vegas. I went to beauty school. I did hair for a while, and then I moved to Minnesota, which is where I currently reside, and I have been here for like the last 12 years. When I got to Minnesota, a depression kind of hit me real hard. I felt really lonely. It was really hard for me to make friends out here just because I wasn't in like a school setting. When I was in Vegas, I at least went to beauty school, and then when I came here, I just went right into working, and it's hard to find that work-life balance, especially when you're kind of in your early 20s and you don't have a good base for friendships. So I came out here, I started working. I worked a ton. I had a lot of jobs at once just to keep me busy, and then I met one of my best friends, Nikki, and she was great. We lived together for a while, and then she moved back to California, and I was again pretty depressed. I got into a relationship at that time, and little did I know that it was going to be extremely toxic. It was a terrible, terrible relationship, and for the longest time, I just kept thinking that I needed to try and make it work, that I was too old, I wasn't going to be able to find someone else to love me, even though I never really think I was loved. I was in this relationship for about 7 years, and it was bad. He is not a bad person, but he was always a bad boyfriend, and I don't think he ever saw exactly how terribly he treated me. So I fell into even a more deep depression than I was already in, and I started to drink, I started to eat, and then I just spiraled out of control. I started to gain a lot of weight, and then my weight ballooned up to about 260 pounds. Now, mind you, I am 5'4", so I was very unhealthy. I was very out of shape, and I cared a lot, but I think I was so depressed that I didn't really care enough to make that leap to change. And then within my relationship, I constantly felt so bad about myself that I couldn't find it within me to be better for myself. I think because I didn't feel loved in any aspect, so I just didn't really love myself. And looking back, I can see all the terrible signs. I can see all the telltale things that were happening that I should have been like, this is enough. I don't deserve this, but I didn't. I never left. Or I would leave, and then somehow we would end up getting back together. And it wasn't until about 2013, 2014 times that I finally found it within myself to do the things that were right for me. I started to work out really hard. I started to learn more about nutrition and what was going to be good for my body instead of just eating or doing what I thought was right. Like, I did every single possible thing you could think of to lose weight. I did every yo-yo diet. I did Weight Watchers, I did Slimgenics, which I don't know if they're around anymore. I did this thing out here, I can't even really remember what it was called, but it was like a meal prep service before they were kind of big, and they made breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you pick it up twice a week, and they were super healthy, like low calorie foods. I don't know, I wish I could remember what they were called, but I don't think they're around anymore either. But I mean, if you can think of it, I did it. Keto. I did macro counting without knowing what macro counting was. Like, I was eating like 100 grams of protein in a sitting, or I was trying to at least, and I would get really sick. My body would shut down because my body could not process the amount of protein that I was eating. I was eating like 500 grams of protein a day. I was like eating like a freaking strongman, like Brian Shaw. Like, I was really sick. So my kidney function started to shut down. My thyroid function shut down. I didn't know that what I was doing was really actually hurting myself more than I was helping myself. So anyway, I started to learn more about nutrition. I started to learn more about how to lose weight. I joined a really great gym called TFW. It's called Training for Warriors. And that was probably the best thing that had happened to me at that time. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I love the philosophy. I love the people. I love the mindset. Like, everything about this gym is great. I hope you guys can still hear me. It's getting kind of windy. And then I moved. Couldn't really afford it anymore because it is more on the pricey side. I just kind of stopped fitting into my lifestyle just because of the fact that I couldn't afford it. So I was super bummed when I had to cancel. I got really sick, and then once I got better, I couldn't go back because I couldn't afford it anymore. So I was super bummed. I would still go back, but now I have kids, and it's harder. It's the kind of gym where you go at specific class times, and it's really hard for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna go today at 5 o'clock in the morning, or I'm gonna go today at 2 in the afternoon, or whatever time, because I don't know how my kids are gonna be that day. And financially, I'm like, okay, I can pay and go to a gym that's $30 a month, or I can pay and go to a gym that's $200 a month, or however much it costs. I don't even really know. But I'm not guaranteed to really get a workout in every single day if I'm busy with the kids or whatever during class times. So I'm unfortunately not able to go back at this time. So 2014, I finally broke up with my now ex. And then I was single for not that long. It was like 6 months. I was graduating college. I was looking at going into the military, and then I met my husband, who is Zach, who you guys have seen. We met, and I literally called my recruiter, and I said, I can't go. I just met the love of my life. I'm not leaving right now. I thought maybe I'll see how this goes, and maybe in a couple months I'll change my mind. But Zach and I ended up getting engaged within like 3 months. It was weird. It was like, boom, like, you know. I never felt like this about anybody before. So he and I were both into working out. We always went to the gym together. We were always really good about meal planning and all this stuff. So I still continued to lose weight, and I was doing great. And then we got married, I got pregnant, and then my thyroid function stopped. Basically completely stopped working. They were doing everything that they could for about 16 months before they got things kind of figured out, and got my thyroid functioning properly again. And that was when my weight got up to its highest, which was 260 pounds. This was now 3 years ago. So I worked pretty hard, did what I needed to do to lose weight, and then I got pregnant again. So now I am 5 months postpartum, and I am 160 pounds, and I'm 5'4", and I'm totally fine with that weight. But what I'm not fine with is my body composition. So here's where this channel kind of started, right? I'm bringing you guys all along on this journey that I'm on to go from postpartum body to something. I don't know what it is yet. I want to do something like a fitness competition or a powerlifting meet, because I used to powerlift and it was so much fun. But I don't really know exactly what I want to do. But what I do know what I want to do is I want to get into shape. I want to help people along the way. I want to help people with how they should eat. I want to help people with how they should work out, because these are things that I am extremely passionate about. And I struggled for so many years, and I just want to help somebody not have to do everything on their own like I did. While I was successful, and I am still continuing to be successful, it's so hard to do this on your own, and you should always have somebody in your corner. And I want to be that. I want to be that person in your corner every step of the way. And that's why I started this YouTube channel, because I feel like it's important for people to feel support. So I know this is kind of a quick video. It's what it is. I'm gonna end it here. I really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart that from all the support I have been getting. I have seriously gotten so many messages about how people are really enjoying my videos, and I love that. I'm super glad that I can bring even just an ounce of happiness to somebody's day. If you need help with anything, reach out, shoot me a message on Instagram. You can follow me there. Give me a comment, whatever you guys need. I will do what I can for you. And let's see where this channel goes. Let's see what I decide on what I can do with my lifting, what I can do with my workouts, what I can do with my foods. Like, follow me along on this journey. I appreciate you guys all so much. And if you are new, make sure to subscribe so that you can also follow along. And I will see you guys in the next one.